You got to beware of a hot mic. You don't pull Leslie Nielsen on Naked Gun. La, 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 la. Woo-wee. The buttons have been hit, Michael. All right, we're hitting the buttons. We're going live. This is happening, baby. We're still standing. We're here at SHOT Show. Welcome in. Gun Talk Live, presented by Palmetto State Armory. And guess what? We've got Palmetto State Armory with us. Chad, CEO of Palmetto State Armory, PSA. You probably know them. You probably get their emails. You probably have bought something from them, right?
Yep.
Chad, for those who don't know, or they're going like, yeah, I've heard of it, but or if they know you and they go, how do they do this?
Right.
Tell them a little background about the company.
Well, the company was started 10 years ago, 11 years ago now, with Jamin. He had this idea that he wanted to get as many firearms in Americans' hands. That was his big deal. He started out selling ammo. The story's out there. I don't want to have to retell it, but he started out selling ammo. It got bigger and bigger. Some parts came in. He put it online. Then we kind of morphed into parts.
And you just kept building from there.
And then the first couple of years, we were buying other people's parts, assembling it like most people do. And we started really the last 4 years in vertical integration. And our prices were able to come down because we have so many of the manufacturing parts, the vertical integration part that allows us to build our own product in-house. A lot of times we got a forge. So you forge it, we bring it back, we machine it. We've got an anodizer, we anodize it, then we go straight to assembly. And
that's all you guys. You're not having to send it to somebody else.
No, it's all us. It's all in-house. We do supplement sometimes based on load. If we've got a heavy congestion, like during the holiday season or whatever, we do have partners. And we have a lot of the sister companies that we have, DC Machine, STS, the ones that you visited when you were out, they do a lot of specialized work just for us.
Well, I mean, it's an impressive operation, and I think for a lot of people, basically the end result is a lot of them see your stuff and they go, how do they do this? This is a fantastic deal on a really nice product.
Right.
Well, it's because you control the whole process.
We do. We own the manufacturing facility for each one of those pieces, whether it be a barrel, whether it be the upper, the lower handguards. We own the core components. What we don't do is the smaller pieces. So we get those from some of the industry providers that everybody uses.
Okay.
And there's no real need to set up tooling to build fire control group pins.
Or a spring or something. Yeah.
It's not worth it.
No.
There's people that's been doing that. And you buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
But I think that's the piece that people don't really understand is our vertical integration allows us to come to market with a cheaper, lower priced product.
Going back to
still good quality.
Going back to the end goal of getting more guns in Americans' hands.
We want to be a nuisance.
Yeah.
We want to be a nuisance to tyranny.
We like that. Disruptor.
Right. Yep.
So, as you guys tune in on Facebook and YouTube, we do have KJ monitoring comments over here. So comment away, ask questions.
Sure.
We'll try to answer whatever you got. Now, I know at SHOT Show this year, you guys are cranking out new products.
A lot.
So I don't even know where to start.
So I guess we did. This is our first year really of getting kind of back into pistols. A lot of people don't know this. We did 1911s several years ago.
Okay.
Very popular. They were really good quality. They're slow to build, and there's a lot of people who love them. It was a good product line. People wanted them back. So about 2 years ago, I think maybe I announced it with you, we were doing the custom series. We started the scopes. We started.
Yep, the scopes, I remember, yep.
I'm a 1911 fan. Call me a boomer or whatever you want to. I love the 1911s.
I'm sorry, I like guns that have good triggers and shoot great.
They are amazing. I love 1911s. I have moved over to some of your more double action guns later on in competition or whatever, but 1911s always have a place in my heart. And talked to Jamie, I said, hey, can I revive it? As I was doing that, we kind of came up with the PS9.
All right, so a lot of people think of you guys for long guns, but I'm going to hold this up so you can see it and talk us through what is the PS9.
It's basically it's a polymer pistol based off the Gen 3 compatibility of some of the GLOCK designs.
Okay. So similar in size.
Similar in size. We changed the grip angle. There's a lot of things that's different that we kind of upgraded to it. We're also offering a custom series edition of that, which will be more of your race gun.
Okay.
It's down in the booth. I'd love you to come look at it. Lead Star, or one of our sister companies, he has a version of it as well.
Yeah, he's the mad scientist. We're going to talk to him in a second.
Yeah, we changed the trigger geometry is a little bit different. The grip geometry, if you take a feel of it, it's a little different.
So things I noticed about, obviously, you got a little finger groove here.
Sure.
Works for my hands. You've got cutouts.
We do.
Okay.
We've got a mag wheel coming. We'll have an
Nice.
extension.
Okay. Mags. What kind of mags?
They're standard GLOCK.
Standard GLOCK
configure out
mags.
Yep.
People like that. And
Any gun now, you have to have a GLOCK mag.
It's a rule.
I mean, yeah.
It's actually, I think it was,
that and they'll want an AKV mag in that.
Really?
Sure, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
It's coming.
All right.
In 10 millimeter.
And in
I'm
10.
kidding.
Oh,
I'm
come
kidding.
on. Oh, they're going to go crazy.
I don't want to hear that on Facebook.
You tease it out there, and then you see if they, they want to do that.
They want it.
They want it. All right, so PS9?
The PS9 Dagger, D-A-G-R, yep.
Dagger.
That's the.
All right, cool.
That was the code name for the project. We liked it. We carried it on.
All right, cool. PS9 Dagger. Is this available now?
It will be around April, May.
April.
We've got a lot of the parts
Okay.
sourced and figured out, and we'll be in production very soon. This will come to market quicker than most of the other releases that we had.
Okay.
Second thing was the Jakl. I don't
Okay.
know if you've heard of that. Basically, it's our version of a truck gun. It's a bufferless. You don't have to have a buffer tube. You don't have to have a buffer. All the reciprocating mass kind of works like a blowback to a
Right.
degree, but it's a gas gun.
Okay.
Works all in the upper.
Okay.
So it's going to be a proprietary system. We've had several questions about that, but it's exciting for us because it's kind of a complete new innovation for PSA. We wanted to get to a situation where we didn't have all the bulk of AR-15 in the back. You want to be able to have a true folder. You want to be able to shoot it as a true folder.
That's one of the movements we're seeing in that world of shorty guns.
Yeah.
KJ's got a question over here.
Your local gun nut asked, there's kind of a two-part question. Cost on that?
Cost on the PS9?
Yes.
The introduction price for that will be $299.
All right. Whoa. Cost on the
baby.
Jakl.
We're working on the cost of the Jakl. It hasn't really been 100% formalized, if you will.
Okay.
We're competitively priced.
You always are. That's one of
We're going to come. We're going to.
brand.
In our mind, we know what margin we want to make on a firearm, and we stick to that. And we'll take our manufacturing production cost. That's part of the reason why the PS5's taken a while.
Yeah.
We've got to be sure that we can get it to the consumer at an affordable rate. We're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. The Jakl will be in the same thread. I don't look for it to exceed 1,000, maybe 6,000 to 1,000, somewhere in that market.
Okay.
But there's nothing like it really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the forward charging handle, like
Right.
the MP5 kind of
Yep.
look and whatnot. So it's unique to us and unique to the industry. The cool thing is it uses a standard AR lower.
Yeah.
So we'll sell them. We'll always sell them as complete guns, but it does use a standard AR lower set.
Well, and that's the thing with ARs. You want that because now you can trade out triggers. You can
Right.
trade all these other components for it.
Yeah. I mean, I think people's going to want to buy the uppers eventually. But while we're working that system out first, we want to get them. We want to make sure we're going to the market with a product that works.
Yeah.
And the best way that we can do that with that particular platform is to make sure that we build them, test them all together in-house the way they are. You can upgrade triggers, safeties, do whatever you want to do. The gun will come full. Once we get a comfort level with the fact that the platform works independent to the complete rifle, we'll start releasing uppers. But don't expect that
down the road.
first. Yeah, don't expect that first.
So in your booth, what else is new?
Oh, man. We got
Too much.
the AKs. I was joking with Jamin on the way down here. I said, I feel like sometimes we've turned into we're an AK company now. People's all over our AKs. We got good buzz. I keep my hand on the pulse of Facebook, and man, people are saying that glad American companies are making an AK right. We're getting a lot of accolades for the AK market.
My dad sent me a text message yesterday morning. And he's at the show. He's doing a radio show.
Right.
He said, "Hey, look at this PSA AK. We got to get one of these."
Yeah. You need to go down to the booth. I mean,
we've
got
green furniture on it.
You got
whole
the
deal.
AKE. The high point of what the AKE is, and a lot of people may or may not know this, the big point about the AKE is we'll be the only company that has a FNCHF CL barrel.
Really?
That's it. We're the only company that'll have that barrel. Other people can have hammer forged barrels.
Right.
We'll have the FN badged CHF CL. So that's a huge win in the market. We've got it's not really a proprietary blend. It's a proprietary to us. Nobody's ever, that we are aware of, ever made a trunnion out of it, but we use 4340 aircraft quality steel.
Okay.
We're seeing great results with it. It's very strong. It's one of the strongest steel components that you can buy. And it's a little bit more expensive, but we were wanting to do that because we want to win that market.
Yeah.
So the AKE will use that trunnion. We'll move it into the RPK. We're talking about doing a little hint for next year. We're talking about doing a SVD, a Dragunov style, and a 6.5 Creedmoor, which I want to do
baby.
to take you and do another mile shoot.
Yeah, when we were, came out to visit these guys in South Carolina. Chad set up this 6.5 Creedmoor AR.
Yep, with our scope.
With your
we
scope.
launched last year here with you.
And we had probably 15 or 20 people, maybe more than that.
It was 32.
Okay, 32 people. Yep. And he goes, sit down at the bench. We've got targets at different distances, but we do have a 1,000-yard target.
Yep.
And how many people shot the 1,000-yard target?
The last we counted, there was 31 employees and affiliates that did it. It's on YouTube. Elster did a big thing on it. You guys did. Yeah. We were back to back. That gun ran the whole time. You know, it was a testament of the product we used.
And I mean, this is not like crazy expensive gear we're talking about.
No, it was that package would have been. It was a mile. Yeah, it was not 1,000. It was a mile.
It was a mile.
It was 1,760 yards. That's how you got the coin.
Yes, the mile coin.
Yeah, it was the mile coin. But it was 1,760 yards. The gun lasted the whole time. There's very little erosion. We went back and tested it. We're going to use it again.
Yeah.
That was our DC barrel. That was our STS lowers. That was our handguard. It was to get into that package to shoot a mile. You'd be right at $1,400. That's with the gun, the scope, and the two-stage nickel-bore trigger that we had.
Well, all right, you got questions.
A lot of
questions.
I see
I've
your
been
hand
raising
going
my
hand.
All right. Yes, we'll call on you.
Okay.
Teacher.
Yeah. Okay, so that AK that runs the Stang AR mags in 5.56 was promised in 2008, then disappeared. Any ETA?
The 5.56 AK with the MP.
Yeah.
We're working. We've got it. So the 4340, the trunnion that we used, we kind of went away from that. We built a RPK trunnion. The 5.56 and an AK, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
You don't see it a lot.
But the chamber pressures are different. There's a lot of things that's different about the 5.56. We can't allow an inferior AK on the market. We know after getting through the third generations of AKs and winning, we're not going to put something on the market that's going to set us back 10 steps.
Sure.
So we've got the trunnion right. We've got the magazine right. It's got a last round bolt, like basically a magazine release, like an AR style, which will be a little bit different for people. But the guys that's going to buy the 5.56 AK are going to be looking for something that's kind of not AK.
Right. Because, I mean, then you go, well, why am I getting a 5.56 AK? You know, what other changes to that gun are you going to do?
It's in the booth. We've announced it for this year. We've got the parts. We've got everything done. We went through testing. We've got so many AKs that are coming through that it's going to be it'll be a later in the year.
All right, another question.
They're coming in quick. Any like in the future pistols to make a optics ready version?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah,
there will be an optics ready version. There's a basically we'll have two different, or either a plate or two different style cuts
for the
popular
PS9.
ones. We're actually talking about with the custom series one, which will range about $500 to $700, actually bundling it with an optic.
Now, what
as a
goes
kit.
in? So, if you're looking at this gun, you say this is $300. What's different about the custom series?
It's a lot more racy slide cuts, a different trigger. My grip angle's a little bit different. It's complete. It's based on kind of a polymer 80 lower. It's got a 1911 style grip angle. It's going to be more for the competition shooter. That's your everyday carry gun.
Same size or different?
It'll be we'll have that size. We'll have a little bit more of a mid size, and then we'll go to a long slide.
Nice. Okay.
I want the long slide.
Yeah, that's what shooters, people who are at the range all the time, want that long slide.
Yep.
KJ, more questions?
More questions. There's always more questions.
Blowing us up here.
Okay, so we've got another one that says, any idea when the 12.5 complete upper 6.5 Grendel will be available?
Ooh, that's a fun one. 6.5 Grendel.
They were available. I can go back and get a release on those. That's a common SKU. It should go back in stock fairly soon. We get into cycles on how we build barrels.
Yeah, how you guys build this stuff. It kind of comes and goes,
watched it,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do 50,000 barrels of one type or two types. Then we'll go back and retool because machine setup's expensive.
Right.
So we try to guess what people's going to respond to, and we try to build accordingly. Sometimes we have to go back and forth.
All of a sudden there'll be a bunch of them available, and then nobody will buy them up.
And then we have to. People get mad at me.
Yes, sir.
I have a question. Are there any more guns that we need to talk about?
Yes.
There is another one behind the scenes that I want to get in there.
I know we want to talk about this.
Yeah. So
we're going to do a hot swap here.
Yeah, we're going to do a hot swap. We're introducing. Everybody has talked about the PS5. We finally got it in good hands. We had a long road to get it to. Again, we had to get it between $800 and $1,200. That was our whole goal. We got a pretty decent engineer. Yeah,
he's pretty decent. Boy, what a backhanded compliment.
Well, he's like my brother. I can do that, right?
He's the best engineer on this side of the street.
He is the best engineer in this booth. So he's working on the PS5, and I want to turn it over to him. He's doing a great job. He's got some innovative stuff that we're doing to it, and you're going to enjoy it.
All right, y'all swap out headphones. We're going to bring in I mean, I was not kidding when I said mastermind. This is the guy when they do the skunk work stuff, and I went into his little laboratory that they gave him, and it looks like you could be doing, I don't know, like building crazy, medical devices in there. But
oh yeah.
All right, so Derek from Leadstar, bring him in.
Hey everybody,
say
how you
hello.
doing?
All right, so give them what they want to see here, man.
All right, let's just put it on the table. Okay, and I'm done.
We're done.
Enough said.
Yes. What do we have?
All right.
Run us through it.
So this is the PSA-5. This is what everybody has been wanting, blowing up all the Facebook columns. You can't get on an AK forum. You can't get on an AR-15 forum or anything, and somebody will say something about the PSA-5.
PSA-5. And, yes, when you look at it, you go, kind of looks like an MP5. Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, so we made a bunch of different innovations with this, and actually we're not done. So I've not let all the secret sauce out just yet. But we brought this one up here to SHOT Show. I can walk you right through this.
Yeah, walk us through this, because there are certain things that you did to make improvements on and make it more shootable, more usable. And then, we were talking about what did you change on it?
Okay.
What would they say? Oh, it's just a semi-auto MP5.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the very front, you got something a little magical here. You got a tri-lug adapter. So you take the tri-lug adapter off, and wait for it. There we go. We got half 28 threads.
There you go. All right.
You can put a crust washer on there, and you can put any muzzle device that you actually want to put on there. So that's a big innovation. Some other people have already done that, but it is a great step in the right direction for an MP5 or PSA-5 or an MP5.
Okay. Now, I know you all were talking about the sights. Tell me what you did here.
Okay, sights. So we've actually changed quite a bit on the sights. You still get the classic kind of look. We put an A2 front sight post in it. So if you look, there's a big hole right here in the very top.
I'll try to cheat this so people can see a little bit.
So with this hole right here in the top,
yep.
A2 front sight post, you can adjust your elevation right off there. You can take your standard front sight post adjustment tool, and you can change it. You don't have to worry about the fixed sight blade. And the nice, cool thing about it is, I don't know if you want to zoom in on this, but now,
now you can swap it out.
Yeah, if you can see that, you can put any kind of A2 front sight post you want in here.
So we got a little chevron. What now, is that fiber optic? What is that?
So this is it's a Blitzkrieg components.
Okay.
Just orange markings, but if you can see right in the very center of it, you'll see a little dot. So you got tritium. You already have a night sight.
Night sight.
And they offer some of the chevron pattern, and you'll have a full big check on it. You can't miss that thing in the dark.
I like the look of that. And now we're talking like iron sights that you can actually use.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
KJ, questions are rolling in.
Oh, they're loving it. They give you big virtual hugs.
Virtual hugs. Lots of kisses.
The barrel length and calibers.
All right.
Okay. 9mm only, 5-inch barrel. That's probably all it's going to come in for at least a close foreseeable future.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about other things later, but right now, let's just get the MP5 to market, or the PSA-5
I don't know why we do this, but we get excited about it and then we go, what's next?
Yeah. let's
but I'm still excited about it. All right, magazine, your proprietary magazine?
No, this will be a standard magazine.
Standard?
And we will have one of our own out.
Okay, so it's your own mag.
Yeah, and standard pattern magazine. This thing, we're going to get them out. They'll come at a great price.
And if for some reason they have MP5 mags,
they can use them.
It'll work. All right, everybody always wants to know, what's the cost?
All right. I'm a little bit different of a person. Engineer.
Aren't we all?
Engineer, I want true cost. I want to know what this thing actually costs. There's been a lot of figures that have been rattling around, throwing around.
Yeah.
We need to know all the machining that goes in this thing before we can actually give a true cost.
All right.
And that's fair about it, right?
All right.
I will tell you, though, people are going to be really, really happy.
Yeah?
I do, on a gut feel, they're going to be really happy, and we're going to have a lot more features, and we can continue talking about those.
Okay. Sounds good.
Picatinny rail right here on top. You can mount any optic that you want on there.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the claw mounts tearing up your upper receivers.
Yep.
It's welded right on there. And then the rear sight, I absolutely hate the diopter tool, so let's get rid of them.
Let's
How about
not have that. Yeah.
Since we're controlling elevation on the front, now we can just take a screwdriver, undo the lockdown screw, and we can adjust the windage, and it's just a click. It's a pistol sight.
Wow.
You got different.
So you don't need a tool
widths.
for this then?
No tool.
Damn.
No tool.
Okay.
No special tool. You'll have to have a Phillips screwdriver to actually change for the windage on it.
What about the trigger?
Trigger. All right. CMC, we partnered with them, and we're going to make a better trigger.
Okay. Work with a trigger manufacturer on it.
Yeah. I've always hated just the standard triggers.
Yeah.
Let's make them better. If we're going to make a better gun, and it's been this long, let's just make a better gun all the way through. Let's take the trigger, and we'll make it a better one, while still keeping it backwards compatible, so you can drop in the one that you have if you want to. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can still use different
all
ones.
backwards compatible.
All right, more questions rolling in here.
All right. They've got to know when it's going to be available.
When's it
that's great.
available? They want to know price. They want to know when's available.
Yeah. So, little background story. We've had this for 3 months.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah, we've had it for 3 months. Now we're taking this and we modeled everything up.
Okay.
And 2 months in a week, we machined the first part. And that is that's blazing fast to get through this thing and get a good, accurate model of this gun. So I'm going to say 2020. And I know people have heard that story over and over and over. It's because I didn't have it.
Okay.
Now, Leadstar's taking it.
Yep.
And we take the product from a design or a concept to a design CAD to CAM. We take it all through the manufacturing. I mean, you've been there.
I've been there. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It's a little, Skunk Works lab you guys got going.
Yeah, absolutely. We're bringing in 12 more machines just for the MP5.
Okay.
12 more machines. That's a big investment.
So we don't have a date yet on when they can purchase this sucker.
Just 2020. If it's
Okay.
December 31st,
It'll still count.
get happy.
It'll still count.
Get sooner.
This is kind of like building a football stadium. It'll
That's
be
right.
ready before next season. I can't tell you when, though.
Yeah, but I will say we will have it out in 2020.
All right.
It's coming.
All right, it's coming.
For real, it's coming.
Save up your Christmas money, or maybe
Yeah.
even before then. Any other questions we got to answer here?
We're good. I mean, we got one comment that's going to be available in Canada, right?
We'll talk more about that one.
No.
So some of the other stuff we need to talk about,
Yeah.
We have a Magpul grip. We're going to have an SP tactical brace on it. We have an ambi safety from Magpul and their handguard on it. And it will have a paddle mag release. Oh my gosh.
I know.
It will have it. I promise. It's here. It's here. It's going to be there.
All right.
But we're going to stay true to the roller lock delayed blowback system.
Okay.
The operating system is not changing it. Not changing at all.
Just improving the little places where it was aggravating people before.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely. We're going to make a better gun.
Okay.
Better mousetrap.
Palmetto State Armory, thanks for being with us, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be here.
So thanks for watching Gun Talk Live from SHOT Show, presented by Palmetto State Armory. I think this one's pretty fun. There's a lot of fun things happening there. Keep an eye out. If you haven't yet, you should sign up for their email list. Lots of deals. It'll cost you lots of money, but that's okay. More guns, more ammo, more freedom. We're all about that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. More coming from SHOT Show.
Live from SHOT Show, presented by Palmetto State Armory. For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can always watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.